Podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. And here we are, Adventures from the Shed online, coming to you with our audio podcast of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign in the world of the Erridan Empire, brought to us by Jason. Jason, go ahead and kick us off.
Yes, I will kick us off right down into combat, which is where we left off here. But before we do that, let's introduce everybody's character, starting with the man himself, Chris.
This is Chris. I'm playing Ophidian, the Yuan-Ti pureblood rogue who sucks at killing people.
I'm Eli. I play Raze, a tiefling bard who has more of a sadistic side than I thought.
And I am Joe. I am playing the Warforged artificer Rolex, who, as a machine, appears to be the only humanist of the group, and I'm appreciating that. Good irony.
And I am Randy, and I play Les, the Tabaxi fighter, and he didn't really do a whole lot last episode, so maybe we can fix that with some combat coming up now.
He did the real important thing: bring the milk.
The lubricant. Lubricant, we thought.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, we last left off here during combat. Does anyone who wants to give the recap so that we can get us into the action here? Anyone? Chris, why don't you give us the recap since you started the fight?
Yeah, you started it.
So basically, we found some bodies in the back room. Everybody else was like, oh, let's see what we can help somebody. Meanwhile, Ophidian's like, I don't care about these humans. We're not here for that kind of thing. So they started making noise in the back room. So Wintermere guards caught wind of that and decided to investigate the tavern. And me, being super stealthy and invisible, thought I was going to get a drop on a guy and totally blew that. So it turned into a not a drag-out fight, but kind of got messy. And everybody...
a point of order. You did drag him out.
Oh, I dragged him back.
I dragged him back.
It was a drag back fight.
So we took care of one guy, and Raze is about to hopefully end this other guy, unless Les has to come in and make a mess.
Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you for the recap. Let's get into it here. Yes. So as we left off, Raze was in the hallway outside of the Iron Fin Tavern, and he had just heated up this guard's breastplate where she was able to get off in time before a significant amount of damage was delivered to him. During this time, Raze also then hit him with a earth tremor, which knocked him prone, and he's about 10 feet away from him right now. Les is right behind him, and then the rest of the group is getting into it. So let's go ahead and let's begin a initiative tracker. So everyone go ahead and roll me initiative.
Why does it disappear every time you guys do something?
Ooh.
Going straight for the
me
top.
too. It's weird.
Ooh, Rolex, yes, my man, getting that.
Look at these
dang.
rolls. Now hold on. Nobody say what I said last time.
Yes, don't say that. Don't even think it.
We'll just
We're all
leave
in a
it as
very
it's
similar
good.
initiative range.
Stay puft marshmallow.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, no, the guard rolled very well as well. He's still going right now toward the back of the pack. As Les, do you want me to roll for you?
Do you guys know how to bring back your bar from just being here? Because it just...
Click on your character.
Yeah, you can open up your
If you click on
character
your
sheet
character,
and roll
yeah.
things from there.
There
too.
we go. Okay.
The
that
same thing
works.
happens to me where it disappears.
All right. Well,
Les, that is a
rolling
cool
Les.
die, dude.
That is a very cool die, though. I like the
Les
design of your die.
Ours were a similar color, so I had to change it, Joe.
All right.
I like the look of your die. I don't like what it rolled.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
with that, let's go. Rolex, you are acting first on this here. You felt the ground tremor shake and things, and you know that Raze is outside of the tavern. What would you like to do?
Well, Les, I believe Les opened the door to the end of the
Yes.
episode. So I'm looking out the door. Do I have a line of sight to where the guard is?
No, you can get to the door and then you can see out there. And again, you have plenty of movement to do that. But where you're at
Okay.
right now, you can't see where he's at.
Okay, so I will move to the door then, but not beyond it. I want to
Okay.
be where I can still stay in sight of, I guess, my patient, I'll
Yep.
say.
Absolutely.
And just as soon as I can see the guard, I know who the bad guys are now. I'll just raise my heavy crossbow. And by the way, Eli, I'm going to try and use the word raise as much as possible as well.
Yes, I like that.
Hey.
But yeah, raise the crossbow and just sight it right down at him and let loose a bolt.
Go ahead.
It is a
What you got?
I think a hit at a 19.
That is a hit. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me damage, please.
Let's get some damage onto this feller. 8 points.
8 points. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Any particular place you're aiming?
I am going for the straight up center of mass, right to the chest.
Okay. So as this heavy bolt flies off here, the guy was on the ground, and the ground was shaking back and forth, and the ground like just raises him up just perfectly raised, and hits him. You hit him like square center in the chest, and it buries deep inside of his flesh, where again he's no longer wearing breastplate, and he kind of pulls it out. You can see some blood pouring out here, but it did make contact. You had a good shot, absolutely.
All right.
Anything else you want to do?
And that's all he would do. Just make sure he leaves enough room for Les to get by. And
okay, yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely. Okay. Ophidian, you're back in the room still here. You see Rolex come out, put his head down the corner, take a shot. You hear it. What do you want to do?
How far is the guy from the door if I peek out?
He's about 20 feet away from the door. So if you make your way to the
20 feet works for me.
Yeah.
I will toss a dagger at his face.
Go ahead and roll me an attack, please.
Can I get...
you get sneak attack on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
That means advantage, too. Oh, this is going to be good.
He says it's going to be good. He's promising it's going to be good.
Yes. I'm rolling advantage. It might not be good.
Okay. It almost wasn't good. But yeah, with the 24, that's good. That's very good.
All right. So it's I get to use assassinate on this, I think.
No, he's already had. Well, technically, he wasn't in combat yet. So yeah, I'll give you assassinate. Whatever.
All right. That means critical damage.
Go ahead.
Critical.
And then we'll do sneak attack. Where is my sneak attack?
Where did you put it?
I got too much stuff. There's like too much stuff on this guy.
The crux of playing complex characters.
Yeah. What?
Should be two. It should be what 3d6
Should
right
be under
now?
features. Should be under features though.
Should be.
Is it in your inventory?
It is an inventory instead. Yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
Will this be considered? Okay, how does this work? Because the assassinate is a critical hit, but
for the dice roll, sneak attack is not.
Okay.
Yeah, sneak attack damage is not considered assassinate.
I want to make sure it was not critical damage for sneak attack.
Okay. All right. 9 more points of damage. So, where are you aiming with this dagger shot?
I wanted to go for his face.
Okay. All right. So as he pulls out the arrow, a blade just rips right by, and it just cuts right under his face and under his cheek, and you see him like fall forward. He's like bleeding out of his face. He doesn't look very good, but he's still alive though. Anything else you want to do with it?
No. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I blow him a kiss.
Good man. Raise. You're up.
Okay. I want to... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to close the distance since this dude's on the ground. I'm going to pull out my Equa. I'm going to stab him with it.
Go ahead. Yeah, make me attack. You have advantage because he's not prone on an melee attack.
Excuse me.
Oh. Inventory, Equa. Oh, right. Whoops. I didn't see it in chat. Attack with advantage. Get him. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Now, this damage may be a bit underwhelming. Yeah.
It sure was.
But I have a fun little thing because I'm a College of Whispers bard. Psychic Blades. I get to add 3d6 to it.
Go ahead and roll me damage, please.
That is 3d6 force.
I don't think I've ever seen a 0 on a damage before.
That is 12 psychic damage.
Okay, so as you take your Equa, I mean, where are you trying to stab him at here? Where are you trying to do the stabby stab?
I'm going right for his fucking heart. So
okay.
I like to. I think since it's no damage, like I come down and like stop right before his heart, glare at him, and like there's just now like a small hole in his chest.
Yeah. It's almost as if, again, Rage, you can see this because you can see the psychic manipulations you do here. You bring the Equa down and you stop right above his chest. And he's like, oh, and then all of a sudden out of the Equa, you have blades that just appear and just extend out and just pierce out into his chest. And all of a sudden, 3 holes just kind of pop right there. And he's like, oh my God. He looks very rough right now. Anything else you want to do?
gonna back up
Okay.
10 feet again.
Okay, so as you back up 10 feet again, he is not going to use his reaction to try to attack you. What he is going to do is, now that it is his turn, he is going to get himself up. He is bleeding heavily. He looks very bad. You can see like the color in his typical brown face starting to go pale white as he is losing a lot of life force. He grabs a whistle and he just blows into it. And he just turns, knowing that seeing that there are several of you, he turns and he bolts. He is going to use his action to dash, and he's going to run. He gets to the front door, and he opens the front door, and he takes one step outside. He can make it just to the outside right there, and that's all he can do on his turn. So, Les, you're up. You see this happening here. You're behind Rolex. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm going to, first of all, use my full sprint plus feline agility to get up to him. And I had to burn that. So I guess I'll use my ability. Can I get up to him with that full movement?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
So then I will also use, I believe I have something that gives me an extra turn since I would have used it, right? Action Surge?
Action Surge gets you an extra turn. So again, it gets you extra action. So again, you haven't done your main action. I mean, you basically get another action on top of that. So you have another attack and things.
Oh, do I still get my regular attack then if I use feline agility to get up to him?
Is feline agility just a bonus action, right? Or it's just a thing you can do?
I mean, it's technically an ability. So.
Okay, so yeah. You have your attacks. Go, absolutely.
Okay, well then, hopefully I won't need it because I now have 2 attacks, being a fighter.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely, man. Go ahead, go for it.
I will then go longsword then. All right.
You know, it looks
And
like,
he's-
I was just
his
taking a
back
quick
turned
look
is-
at it. I think feline agility is just part of your move. It doesn't take an action. It says when you move on your turn in combat, you can double the speed.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I like it. Absolutely.
Sweet.
I
is his
like-
back turned? Can I get advantage on the first attack?
Sure, absolutely. You can get advantage. Absolutely. Give me that advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, go ahead and
22.
roll me damage.
Very
All
nice.
All right, 9 on the first one, and then I'll follow up with my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, not as great.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, but still. How do you want to do this? 9 points is enough to finish him off.
Okay, so I would have been sprinting full force at him. He opens the door. He starts to take a step, and then I just kind of plunge my sword straight through his back, his now freshly unarmored back,
Yeah.
and just
Okay.
finish the job.
So as
And
you
Think
Okay.
that he's still moving because he was stepping, so I swung again, but I just kind of messed his body
Yeah.
as it was falling.
Absolutely. You run up to him, and as he exits the door, he's like kind of like struggling along, and his whistle's kind of like hanging out his mouth, so you can kind of hear like this little this blow as he's coming through there, and this blade just pierces right through his spine, and as you twist it and pull him down, and you pull the blade out, and you drop his body down, you look up, and standing in front of you is a large obsidian warforged machine, and there are 2 guards that are next to it here as they heard the whistle and were already making their way towards the thing. They look at you as you're standing there, sword covered in blood, and their comrade on the floor. What would you like to do?
Les smiles, says, "Shayla, shield, please."
Shayla's not next to you.
Just kind of shouts it out, "Shayla, shield, please."
Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, I'm going to get you guys all into the combat map here. So 1 second. Let me go ahead and bring you guys all in. Let me go ahead and activate this one here.
It's
Okay, so
go time.
everyone should be brought into the back to the streets of this district here.
Yeah, the quarantine streets. Yeah.
Yeah, the crowded quarantine streets. Because it's daylight right now, I unrestricted everyone's vision, so we shouldn't have any vision problems. I know that Chris likes having vision problems when we play these games here, but hopefully we're good right now. Can everyone see everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
everything just fine.
Okay, all right.
Looks good.
All right. Now, because we are starting basically new combat here, I'm going to do another combat initiative order on this page so that we can have it all on here. So everyone go ahead and roll me initiative again, please.
Hey, 20 again.
Beautiful.
Oh my god! Every time somebody rolls, my shit goes away.
It just happened to me
It's
too. There's got to be a setting in here that changes to be active.
Something on here is.
I'll take a look at it, Jason, when we get
Yeah, I
started.
Blame
probably
that for my poor roll.
Yeah, I probably have something messed up on there on my end. My apologies. But anyways, nonetheless here, nonetheless.
He gonna raise that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, so with that, Les, you're right in the center of the doorway. I'm going to put you to where you should be at. You should be right here. The guard in front of you just died, and there are more in front of you. This obsidian warforged here is about 9 feet tall almost, and it has glowing red eyes, and it's got that shimmery black glass-like armor on it, and he just looks down at you, and the two guards are looking at you and going, how the hell did we miss this one? And Les, what do you want to do? You're acting first.
Expect to miss me way more. And he's going to continue charging without a shield, so I'll have a little bit less of a DC, but yeah, I'll charge straight at the big guy.
Big guy. All right, go ahead and make me attack, please.
All right, let's go long sword. First swing. Oh, 15.
And so you're going after the obsidian warforged, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as you run up, you're like, let's do it. You run up and you swing your sword down, and it just goes, ting, and the creature's head looks down at you.
I smile again, and I swing my second attack.
Go ahead.
Mother of pearl. I'm not having any luck.
Yeah.
And I am going to go ahead and burn my action surge.
Okay.
And let's see. This time, let's see.
I'm going to move the character into position with the warforged here. There we go.
I'm trying to see what my disarming. They don't carry weapons, do they? The big metal dudes.
His hands are empty right now.
Okay. Godin. None of my other skills will work, so this will just be another straight up attack. What is? That's my extra attack. Okay. So I will just go and swing again. Third time's a charm, right?
Yep.
That's better, but still.
Yeah, so as you swing it, you're going to town at this guy here, and it just is sitting there looking at you, and you hear some of the guards kind of chuckling a little bit under their breath.
I will end my turn.
Okay.
And chuckle as well.
Raise, you're up. You hear just clanging outside as you see Les run out of the building a few feet in front of you. It's kind of hard to see what's all the way out there because of how the lighting works inside here, but you definitely hear fighting going on. What do you want to do, Raise?
Okay. Is there a window I can jump out of?
You're on the first level of the hallway into this apartment kind of building, this large building story complex. There's no windows right here as you're in the hallway that you can see. They just go into more rooms. There's just doors lined up each way. A lot of them are kicked in right now because they were going through and searching the building still. But there's no windows right here that you can jump out of in range of you with your initial amount of movement you have.
Oh, fun. All right. It doesn't really matter. I don't think the disguise as the guard bit is going to work for a third time. So I'm just going to... Wait, okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that outside?
Yeah, that's outside. Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
You come out the wall. You come out of the building. You kind of edge your way along the side of the building wall there. But yeah, you can definitely see all these people. And as you walk out, one of them is still seeing you disguised, going, "Wait, Giles, what are you doing here?"
This one was giving me trouble, way more than I thought.
Well, hit him then.
No.
Shoot past my head at that guy.
I'm going to... Okay, yeah, actually. I'm going to take the baton that I took off of the guy I'm disguised as.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swing it less, but I'm going to avoid swinging it less, but try to make it look convincing.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Make me a performance check or a deception check then, please.
I'm going to go with performance because deception didn't work all too well.
I got a
last
16. Just attack me. Oh,
Hey,
Hey-o.
22. Okay, yeah, very, very, very convincing performance there. So you're trying to swing at Les, but make it look, and not hurt him, but make it look like you are attacking him, right?
Yeah, like I want to intentionally miss, but I want to make it look like I did like go for it.
And swing widely, and then Les, you hear him say this, and you kind of just move your ear out of the way, and it just goes by cleanly. But it looks good. It looks convincing.
did we get the feeling that they, if I played dead, would immediately try to stab my body dead completely, or what do we get the feeling from these guys? They
I
seem
mean,
pretty violent.
That's up to you, but
Jansen,
like
risky.
we've heard that they're taking bodies places.
All right, Les will drop just to see what happens.
Okay. All right. So as you club him in the back of the head, Les kind of crumple down on the ground. One of them looks at you and gives you like a thumbs up. All right, let's get this one out of here then. Is there any more in there, Giles?
A little louder than necessary, but I wanted to like play it off as like the adrenaline. No more in that building.
Damn, Randy, those are loud chips.
Oh, that was ice. Sorry.
God, I hope
I need to remember to shut that off. In fact, the last video, not the previous one, but the one before, you could hear some chewing too. So I need to make sure I mute this.
All right. Okay. So, all right, Raze, that's the end of your turn.
Yes. Where's that combat tracker? There it is. Enter.
Okay. All right. So since you yelled this out here, and Les is putting on a convincing performance as you swung and it appeared to be knocked out, this guard is walking over to him and he's going to use his turn to grab him, and he's going to start to like try to pick him up and start taking him away. Same thing for this guard here. This guard is also going to do that on their turn, but this guard's turn is just be spent walking over to Les, unless he's going to grab you, and you feel like hands coming up and grabbing onto your like fur and your cloak and your armor, and like kind of picking your body up here.
As they're grabbing fur, he's just going to kind of bite the inside of his tongue just softly, just to like not scream at the fur being pulled. So.
Yeah. So these three here are going to start moving you with the most of their movement, which is about 15 feet with you as they're dragging you. They move you around the Warforged, and they're starting to take your friend's body away, Raze. But that's what they're doing. Rolex, what are you doing?
First, I think I might have fixed the thing, and I'm going to save it. It might refresh it. But what Rolex is going to do is, after hearing the, nothing to see here, move along shout from Raze, just stealthily move closer to the door to avoid being noticed as he moves in that direction. So it's going to be a stealth move in that direction. Let's see.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check, please.
Of course, now the bar's gone, so I'll fix that too.
That's all right.
Isn't that awesome?
It's great.
Yeah. Let's see. So that would be what you call it, stealth, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What you got?
Yeah,
What you got?
I think
Nice.
18 on the dice says I'm going to be a little
20.
quiet because I get a +5 as well.
Yeah, there we go. The stealthiest
In the
ninja Warforged ever.
meantime, quietly reloading the crossbow using his artificer ability of making a magic projectile.
Absolutely. And then where are you moving to? How far are you moving?
Pretty much right up to where he can see out of the door from the side. So I'll move him, I don't know, let's see if I can. How many times do I press it before it moves? All right, so kind of like up to the door to be able to see out, kind of like off to the right-hand side of the door. Again, quietly, smoothly get over there and peek out to just see what the situation is.
Absolutely. Okay. Anything else you want to do, or is that your turn?
I think at this point I will just leave one of the two guards dragging Les in my sights, and excuse me, and just be ready to shoot if for any reason battle starts back up, my trigger will just get pulled.
Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. It sees it sees them being dragged away, and it's going to turn its face and it's going to follow them back there. So it's not really going to do anything. It's just kind of turning around. It's keeping an eye on things. But when this does happen, you can hear a little alarm going off on like the back of its head, and you see starting to emerge out of some of the other buildings, as it seems like they were going around and checking things. You do see there are a couple of other guards that make their way out, and you hear some of them going, "Oh, what's that? We missed one. That one still looks like it's relatively alive. Oh, my goodness here. All right. Go get him." And this guy here is going to take his turn. He's going to move into this building here to go and retrieve somebody, apparently, as this guy comes out here and is going to assist with them. Same thing. This guy here pops out of this building, and he starts making his way right around there. There's a large cart here underneath. I'm sorry, a large table under this like tarp, blue and white tarp right there, and they're bringing, it looks like, Les's body over to that particular area. Okay, that is its turn. Ophidian, what do you want to do?
What of my sword? Just curious.
They, right now they're just pulling you. They think that you're unconscious, so they're not too concerned at the moment. But you probably imagine being a soldier and somebody's like, they're probably going to try to disarm you as they bring you over there.
Okay, I just didn't know if they picked it up. Or
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. I asked Shyla how many devices does she have to disable those Warforged?
Yeah, she's in the tavern with you. She's looking outside the hallway, and she goes, I just have two. I have two of them.
Well, can we use one right now?
I can. Again, it should work. There's a chance that these different Warforged, and she's holding on to that metal hand that you still had. She goes, there's a chance it might not work, though, but do you want me to deliver it, or do you want to take it?
Well, how does it work?
You just have to, again, throw it, and it has to connect to the creature. You want to hit it somewhere in the center of its torso or its head, ideally. If you get a limb, if you get an arm, it might not shut down the entire machine.
Okay, I will disguise myself as one of the guards.
Okay.
Use disguise self, and I will grab that item and walk all the way up to the set.
Okay, all right. So as this happens, Rolich, you see another guard walk past you. Obviously, it is Ophidian, and then Raise, as another guard walks out. Again, which guard are you looking at? Or are you trying to look like a general guard right now?
Yeah, I assume a lot of them look similar.
Okay, all right.
Guard.
Yeah. So, Raise, you see a guard come out that looks kind of like you, but just slightly different, and you recognize that this would be Ophidian. So, okay, very good.
So I'm just going to go up and put that thing right on its back, I guess. Or head. If I can get to the head, I'll put it on the head,
Okay. Now it's tall. It's 9 feet tall. Its head, top of it says 9 feet tall. So you can try to get it up there, but you'd have to, do maybe a little bit of a hop or a jump to get it up there. It's up to you.
That's totally fine. I'll do that.
Okay. Then go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, and let's see if you can pop that bad boy on there.
Where's the head?
10.
You were behind it, so you should have advantage, right?
I would assume. I'm
he's
not
also,
trying to throw it. I'm
he's
just
also trying to jump up, though, and do it at the same time. So, yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll give you advantage. I'll go ahead and see. Let's see.
Let's see if you can get better than that.
I mean, it is like a sneak attack, right? In a way.
I'll just do one more roll. I mean,
Ooh, much better. 19.
Okay, 19. With a 19, you walk up and you and you smack the creature in the back of the head with the item. As it hits, the creature's head turns around and looks at you. It's going to make a saving throw here. 1 second. All right, it's going to make a save.
At disadvantage, right?
Because this just so happens to be one of the old bottles.
And with that, you see the creature kind of turns, it looks, and as it looks down at you, its eyes like glow, and then you see it just kind of and just stop functioning and stop moving at that moment.
awesome.
So it seems like it has worked.
Is that oof?
So
are we still in combat? yeah. Just oof.
No, we're still in combat.
I'm trying to figure out how to play this off.
Yeah, so we're still in combat right here, and again, the creature does seem to be stunned. So I'm going to put a little marker on him to make it so we remember this here. But these guys are now swarming around Les and bringing him over to the table to do something. So with that, Ophidian, that was your action. Anything else that you would like to try to do? As it seems like you've done this without. It seems like you've done this successfully as far as stopping the creature.
Right. Yeah, I can't really do much else for actions, then, I guess.
Okay.
And I've used up all my movement, so yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Les, you're up. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll hold my action while still playing dead, see if they notice the robot or see what they're doing at the table for now.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, if that's all you're doing, then we will again move on to Raise. Raise, you're up.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal guards and a, for the moment, non-functioning golem, we think.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite the conundrum. I did not expect Ophidian to come up and shut it down like that.
Quick, grab the golem and replace him with Rolex and say he was there the whole time.
Hey,
If I could.
you're gonna need an embiggen spell. I'm not that large.
Oh my god, I'm
That's what she said.
genuinely at a loss of what to do. So Raise is going to just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 25 feet forward and just kind of help them move them to the table. Since I'm here, I want to gauge what these guys are thinking. Like, does it really, what I'm asking is, does it look like they're taking him to that table to butcher him? That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay, that's my action.
I think I'll have started feigning coming too, but slightly, just like kind of mumbles. So I can kind of peek out a little bit from time to time.
Insight. Are you kidding me? 5.
Yeah.
You now think that you're part of them, and you're going to help.
Raise has
I'm going
changed.
to stab him.
Raise has changed sides. You're not sure yet. You don't know what they're up to. They're just kind of carrying him over and stuff. You're not sure.
That's
all right. Well,
that's
in
something.
that case, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So these guards here, they finish bringing Les over to here, and they oopsies. No, stop. Don't pop out. There we go. All right. Deselect all of you, please. Thank you. Les, you get dropped onto this table, and as this happens, the guards they take your swords. They're starting to take your weapons off of you as you get knocked onto the table here. Are you allowing them to do this, Les?
I got a claws, so I will get that back as soon as I can.
Okay, so one of the guards takes your sword off of you because I believe you have swords, and then you have you have a long sword, right? That's all you have.
The longsword was it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they take the longsword off you. One of them has it and goes, "This ain't half bad. This ain't half bad right here at all." All right. Let's wait for Sifia here, and we'll get this taken care of here. Wasn't expecting any more of these ones to be so lively. And Les, as you're laying there, like one of them pokes you in the cheek and just is like, "Yeah, it still got plenty of meat on him." That's what they're doing. They believe you guys are their friends. As this happens, there is a large, about 7.5 foot tall, lanky-looking, slender-faced, looks to be almost like a pale or bluish elf that comes out of that building where they were. That one guard said, "Go get them." They, oopsies, there we go.
And they just keep coming.
You guys are in a quarantine area where they were running an operation, so there are quite a few of them in there. They pop out, and as it pops out into the light of the city, it kind of looks up and it goes. It's wearing what looks to be makeshift kind of bone armor around it, and it has what looks to be like a piercing blue eyes and long white hair as it comes down across its face and neck, and it wanders over to you here, Les. And as it looks down at the table, Les, are you peeking or are you just keeping your eyes shut?
Since I was acting that I was starting to come to, I am taking some little peeks from time to time.
Okay, make me a perception check real quick from this person.
I have a bad feeling that I'm going to have to make a quick action here soon, or else.
You're going to get your soul sucked out.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully I have feline advantage or whatever it was called on that. Dexterity? I don't know what it was called. Still bad.
Okay, so yeah, you don't notice anything, but this creature, it like bends down, and as its face gets closer to yours, Les, you do your best to pretend to be unconscious. It goes, and then its eyes just shift down right towards you in a very
SWAT.
Well, again, you really can't see it because with the 6, you really didn't perceive anything at it. You just felt this happen. If you want to, you can try to swing up wildly at it if you want to.
If its face is coming near me and I can kind of sense it at all, like even smell, then I'm going to swat at that face.
Okay, make an unarmed strike with disadvantage because right now you're on your back, prone, looking up. So go and make me a attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's why. Okay. How does an 8 sound?
Yeah. As you swing up, one of the guards just grabs onto your arm real quick here, and another one it holds down your other arm. And again, currently you're being grappled by 2 of them as you were knocked prone. And the creature's head leans up, and it turns its head sideways, and then sideways again, and it goes, "It's been a long time since I've smelt that bloodline. Familiarity with it, at least. This one here is mine." And with that, as you're being knocked prone, he is going to try to, again, grab onto your head, pull your neck, and he's going to try to take a bite out of you. I will let you guys have a reaction on this here because we are kind of out of combat at the moment because they weren't being hostile towards you guys. We're still going to maintain our initiative order, but right now, if you guys want to act seeing this, it is up to you.
Provided I can see it, this would be when Rolex presses the trigger on the crossbow at the thing that is about to bite less.
You're looking through a bunch of bodies and through through that large stone golem. Make me a perception check to see if you can see what's exactly going on.
I can do that. That would be under skills and perception. Oh yeah, I got 20 there. I see it.
You see it. You are like a hawk, like laser vision on your friend, making sure that everything is okay. Yeah, you pull out your shot and you're gonna fire. Raise, Ophidian. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna. But he's wearing armor. I probably can't hit him. I wanted to hit him and throw the psychic blades into it, but I don't think I can actually pull it off. Jesus. Chris, what do you think Ophidian would be doing? Because I need an extra second. This whole thing is just.
I'm going to try to go up and backstab that dude. That's my plan.
So the long pale skinned creature.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So
he's pretty busy. Everybody else is watching what he's doing, and he's pretty busy.
Okay. All right. Raise. What do you want to do? Because we're going to start with Joe. He's going to get first crack at this thing because he is firing a ranged weapon, and then we're going to go down the order. But what do you want to
do? I want to take a step back. And are all these guys dressed in like the same equipment except for this pale creature?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would like to take a step back and cast Heat Metal on the breastplate of one of the dudes that's holding less.
Okay. I like it. All right, very good. And then Ophidian, we'll we'll move your guys over to where you want to be. You want to be right over here behind the creature? Okay. Correct. And then Raise, you're going to take a step back.
Yeah. And then I'm targeting the one just south of Les.
Okay. All right. And then Rolex, you're taking a shot from where you're at, right? You're not taking a step out.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it as I snuck in here really nice, got myself positioned, pretty much sniper at this point. I am, but kept the crossbow raised, loaded, and pointed right where I needed, and just waiting to take advantage of my first shot.
Absolutely. All right, and then
actually, can I switch targets to the one that's grabbing Les's arm?
Sure, absolutely.
All right. I imagine that's this one to the west of Les.
And then Les, you feel this creature's long, bony hands just grab onto your face and turn it, and then grab onto your shoulder, and it's reaching. You can feel the hot air coming down to bite at you. What do you want to do?
Les's last action would be to try to get his tail to smack at the thing.
Okay. All right. Roll me an animal handling check. Let's see how well you can do that. And then Joe, roll me attack, please, with advantage.
All right. I have a good roll, 21.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
and I crit.
Yeah, Les, with a crit from the tail, how do you want the tail to hit him?
I like to think that they're obviously near my head, so it would probably smack on the right side of their face like really hard.
Okay.
As they went to go towards biting me.
Okay, so as your tail comes out, and one of the guards like, "Oh God!" and lets go of your one of your arms and legs that was holding down. Right as this happens, the creature's head pops up as he sees this happen, and then that's when Rolex, you take your shot. You see his head rise up, and you see your opening where you can hit him with that you can probably hit him really good.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me damage, please. 7 points of damage.
Yep, 7 points. Yeah.
Excellent. Where are you aiming? You're aiming for the head? The face,
Yeah, I'm
the
going
neck?
straight for the head because that's where he was leaning down. And by your description, it looked like he was opening his mouth ready to bite. I'm like, all right, that's what I need to stop. Right.
Yeah. So as his head pops up, as he sees the tail smack the guard in the face, the arrow, Rolex, it hits him in the face, and you can see his head turn, but the arrow glances off, and it seems like it did some damage. But for a creature that's flesh and blood that you're used to seeing, Rolex, it's really bizarre to you that it didn't stick into him and it didn't actually penetrate his flesh.
Just as a note on that, they're magical and they dissipate after they hit. So there's a thing with that too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. But if it's magical, yeah, he would still again wouldn't do as much damage as you thought for this creature here. As it gets hit and it looks down, it goes, "There are others here." When this happens, Ophidian, you find your ability. You're like, "Oop, my turn." Well, go ahead and make an attack, please.
Now, one more thing too, Jason. I actually have an extra attack now, and I ignore the reload on the crossbow. Am I able to just take another shot now,
Sure,
or do you want to go through some others? Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll do a joint attack with you and Ophidian. Absolutely.
Get it, boy.
Yeah.
How many times am I going to click it? I feel like I'm randying it up. All right. That one should have been with advantage. I missed that.
No.
Right.
Go ahead. I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, that's what I thought that, and then I clicked the wrong button because 19's a lot better.
A 19 is a lot better.
Significantly better than a 1.
A 19 is a lot better, but a 19 misses.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Fine.
as you fire this one here at the same creature, this time you can see it looks and it almost sees where the arrow is coming from, and then it just kind of moves its head out of the way and it goes wide, just wide of it.
Okay.
Ophidian, roll me your attack, please.
I'm assuming I'm getting advantage because he's, busy.
Sure.
And, all right.
Sure.
Sneak attack and assassinate, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully.
No.
21.
21 hits though.
21.
All
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That works
21
then.
hits. 21 hits.
That means
Nice.
This will be critical damage because it's.
Nice.
And then I'll get sneak attack damage.
You got it. Hey, that's well above average for
Solid.
a roll.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you stabbing? Where are you doing the stabby stab?
I'd like to do like in his neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, it's a tall creature, but not as tall as these giant machine that you just you don't have to jump up, but you're able to get right up there and you stab right into there. And as it happens, you bury the dagger in. And he reaches up, and right before he's able to grab you, you're able to pull out the dagger and prepare yourself for combat. Raise, you're heating metal on this guy here. He is going to roll a save, which is a there. Let's go ahead. That is that's a fail. Yeah.
DC was 14.
Yeah, and go ahead and roll me damage, please.
Oh,
Nice.
poor dude.
Beautiful.
15 fire damage.
Yeah.
And I get to use a bonus action for the next 9 rounds to
Yeah.
do it
Absolutely.
again.
Absolutely. So as this happens, he's holding down Wes's other arm, and all of a sudden it starts to glow. And he's still trying to do his duty because he's looking at this creature, and he's He finally lets go, and he's like, oh God, he's trying to like get the armor off, but he's not as smart as the other guy, and he's like, he's trying to like grab it, and he's like, and some of the other guards are like, what's going on? What's happening? We are now back in initiative here, so we are going to start. Oopsies, I'm sorry. There we go.
Just made it less invisible.
Yeah, I'm going to make less invisible here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll an initiative for this person. Okay. We are going to start at the top of the order then. Les, you're up. You feel your arms get freed as chaos starts happening around you. What do you want to do? You don't have your sword still.
Whichever one has my sword, I'm pouncing.
Yeah, it's the guy down to your diagonal bottom left-hand corner. So it's this guy.
So I'm going for that guy. All
right. Yeah, he's holding onto your sword, and he's seeing what's happening. He's seeing his friend getting like burnt, and then arrows starting to come out from nowhere. And he's like, "What the hell is going on?" Go ahead and make your attacks.
Disarming natural strike.
Oh, if he's distracted and not knowing what's going on, does that mean I have advantage?
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, claw. 17.
A 17 just hits this person.
Sweet. All right. Damage. Normal. So 6.
Ooh.
And then my other claw, because my second attack. Same scenario with the advantage, since I'd be doing it at the same time.
Sure. Go ahead.
Like I said, I pounced. Nice crit.
Hey,
Solid.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Damage. Crit hit.
Rip him to shreds.
All right, 8 more damage.
Okay.
Treat him like the living room.
All right. So with the crit, you get your sword back, and you come in, and he's like, "What's going on?" He turns his face, and then just rake right across. Just claws, and then another one right across the face. And as this happens, he covers his face, and he like lets go of your sword, and you just grab the handle of it, and you are now back with your weapon here. What do you want to do?
I guess it's the end of my turn, right?
Well, you have your movement if you want to move.
I need to move this box out of my way. Well, if I pounced on him, I would have moved over a spot right here. So, would he have?
Well, again, you
backwards
pounce
a little bit.
Pounce, yeah, but again, yeah, you come back. So again, we're just gonna say because again, I don't want characters on top of each other here.
Yeah,
because you got off and you have your sword.
I will move back towards Ray's then.
Okay.
Over here.
All right, very good. Okay, Raze, you're up.
Okay, so I could try to hit them all with Earth Tremor. No, I want to save that. I want to save that slot for healing.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm going to fuck it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the creature.
Okay.
What? Just gonna shout, "What is your problem, you blood-sucking freak?"
I like it. That's a wisdom save, right?
DC 14.
Ooh, that is a fail.
My gosh.
Actually, I'm sorry. 14?
Yes.
A 14 fails. Yeah, fails. Absolutely.
And 2
go ahead.
7s. Nice.
2 7s.
Yay.
Together, they're 14.
Yeah.
Oh, only 3 psychic damage. He's probably used to it.
Yeah. All right. So as you cast, what do you say these words to it? It looks over at you, and you can see like it kind of has like a little tick in its head, but it looks at you, and now it recognizes that you are not one of its people, one of its guards.
Ain't I a stinker?
Yeah. So all right. Anything else you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to step out of melee range for the golem because he come back at any time. Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. I think that's a barrel on the map. I'm just gonna kind of hide behind that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action, do that damage again.
Okay. Yeah.
That dude that's melting.
Yeah. Do it again. Roll me the damage again.
Whee! Fry, fucker.
Oh my.
Oh my.
27 fire damage.
Yeah, he looks bad right now. Like the fire is spreading. You can see like the flesh bubbling under his breastplate as he can't get off, and he looks not in good shape right now. So well done. Very good.
Poor boy.
Okay. It is now the guard's turn. So this guard is going to try to again attack you, Ophidian, as he recognizes you're attacking his big boss person. Same thing for this guy here. They're going to attack at you. This guy who's in front of you, Les, who's on fire, is not going to try to attack anybody. He is just going to simply try to get his armor off if he can. And then this guy here, the one you clawed into his face, is going to move here to attack you. And this one as well is going to move to attack you. So let's do it here. What do you say? Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, just skip them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
yeah,
say.
we should just skip these guys.
They're surprised still, so just
Okay,
skip
so Ophidian, first one is going to take attacks at you here. So that is a 16. Does 16 hit you?
Mhm.
All right. And then the other one's also going to take an attack at you here. And that is a 7, which is a miss. But the damage for this guy is going to come in at 6 points of slashing damage to you.
So I can uncanny dodge that too.
Yep. And then they are going to use their second attack on you here. So they have 2 attacks. They are going to again roll. We're level 5. Or do you think so? All right. So we're going to roll again. That is a.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh no.
that is
great.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
And that is 9 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And the other one is going to do his last attack at you. And that is a 20. So that is also a hit. So that is only 3 points of damage to you here. But they're jabbing at you with their spears and trying to get you away from their leader as they're doing that here. This guy is going to make a con save to see if he can actually get the armor off. So we're just going to go here and roll a con save for him. Nope. He is not getting that armor off. He is just in bad shape. Is all he is. And unless these two are going to attack you. So we are going to go here and we are going to attack them. Attack 1 is a miss. Attack number 2
AC
is
16 right now.
Yep, is another miss. Oh wow. So that guy misses. This guy here is also going to attack you, and he is going to do it. And that is a 17, which hits. And then we're going to do one more attack real quick here. And that is a miss. So only 1 hit on you. And we are going to roll the damage. That is 7 points of damage. So as you have your sword back and you have your tail, you're parrying the moves. And as blades are coming in, you're able to block most of the swings. But one of them just comes right through. And you bring up your arm thinking you have your shield like you usually do. And the blade just kind of pierces through your arm. And it pulls back. And you can see the blood coming out around your fur. That they are done, the guards, since they went back to back here.
Shayla, shield!
Rolex, you're up.
It occurred to me that I didn't see Dog, and I added him to the map, and then I saw it, so I'm going to move that one. But Dog would be with me, and I actually want to remember to play this Steel Defender that is actually part of his personality. So he can move. He acts on my initiative, and he can move. So I want to get him to move to where he can be of help.
Okay.
He can move, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. He should be able to move there because he doesn't get any other actions. What I want him to be able to do is be next to an ally so that he can help intercept attacks.
Right,
Because that's
absolutely.
what he's there for as a defender.
Love
While he's moving, I want to take a moment to do one of 2 things, I guess, however you'd want to play it. I either want to make sure I'm still stealthy by doing a perception check to see no one has seen me, or to just re-stealth. The idea being I want to take 1 really focused attack with advantage instead of 2 attacks.
Okay, yeah. I think where you're at, hidden behind the doorway. I think for you here, you wouldn't need to roll for this. You know that you're pretty secured in where you're at because all the attention's in that one mass of people, and no one could really see where you shot from. So I would say you're still pretty stealthy, and you can attack again with advantage if you would like.
Cool. For me, that's really what I'm focused on, is trying to have the advantage, which I don't think is going to work with a 14 because a 19 didn't hit.
Yeah.
And because I knew I was stealthy, am I able to take the extra attack then?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Take the extra
Let's
attack.
do that. All right. And the magical ammunition that I create, the projectiles, are kind of like I just clicked normal. So let me just do that one more time. But It's almost like solid water. It doesn't look like ice. It looks like it kind of flows in the
Crit.
air, but it's blue and glowing. And yeah, the second one was a crit, so that's nice.
Excellent. Yeah, love it.
Let
Absolutely.
me hit critical hit damage with a heavy crossbow for 16 points.
16 points. Okay.
Nice.
So one shot fires, it goes wide as there's a scrum of people around that area. Like one of the guards' helmets like deflects the arrow's trajectory just a little bit. But the second one, you're able to again sight down the line and then fire it off here. And again, it finds its target, hitting this elven-like creature, and it smacks into its face. And this time you can see it stagger a little bit. It gets pushed back just a little bit from the force of the shot. It was a good shot. But you do now probably estimate, because you had now hit this creature a couple of times, it's now looking for you, and you're probably going to have to do something to, keep your stealth going on your next move.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for. I figure I can be a surprise to the enemy if I stay hidden for longer.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
Then that is it for me.
Are you feeling drowsy yet?
Okay. This creature here it's looking for this person, and it sees what's going on right here, but it's going to turn back to look at you, Erridan, since you're the closest to it. And as it turns back, it looks down at you, and its mouth opens wide, and it just is like,
See if I've improved your voice.
Yeah. And as this happens, it just points its hand out to your chest, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Big bang!
Double Sunday.
Oof.
Oh no. Bye, Ophidian.
Zeko! Ha!
Where's the Kanzon when you need it?
Anyone got any senzu beans?
Okay. So with that, it points its hand out at you, and as you look at this creature, you have your daggers ready. A black, viscous swirl comes out, and it just surrounds your body, and you can feel it just eating into your flesh and into your person. You take 19 points of necrotic damage as you do this, and you are knocked back 5 feet away from it here from the force of the flow. Again, it's like you got hit in the chest with a gust of wind, but this wind was ripping. This wind was just tearing your flesh apart as you get knocked backwards. The creature then is going to use its movement, and it's going to take its steps back here on top of these barrels, and it's going to be at a slightly elevated position right now, and it is going to again start chanting something. And as it starts chanting, how it's going to end its turn. Okay, the machine is going to get a chance to resave against the device. So we're going to see if it can.
It's trying to recover from the blue screen, is what it's doing.
Yep, it does not. It does not.
Nice.
So again, that machine is still unusable at the moment. Ophidian, you're up. What do you want to do?
I will blast this guy in the face with some poison spray.
Okay, and that is another save. What was the save again? It was a
Should be DC 15.
it was a con save. Thank you, con save. Okay, that is a fail. Poison, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me damage, please. And we are considered poison.
Yoy.
19.
Nice.
Poison.
And then I will run into this building back here.
Okay. So as you turn to run into the door is shut. Right now you have to open it up to get inside. And then as you do, you get inside and you're like kind of like catching your breath as, again, you took a good hit from there. But all right. It is top of the order. Les, you're up.
About to be surrounded, I think. Let's see. So I will go ahead and attack the one to the south of me that I've already attacked a few times with the sword now that I have it back. And I will burn a, what's it called?
Second wind?
No, superiority dice. To use the disarming strike on that. So hopefully I'll hit. I think this is how this works. All right. I don't know. They should all be in sync somehow. So I guess I have to do the attack.
So roll for attack, and then on your damage, you add your superiority dice to the damage.
As long as I hit, but that's not going to hit, unfortunately.
No, yeah, that misses.
So I will attack him against my second attack.
Yep.
Does that mean I burned the superiority die? I don't
know. No. I would say, again, on a success, we'll burn it for this one here.
All right, so I'll attack this guy with my second attack. Man, 15.
Yeah. So as you're swinging your blade around here, he is just blocking and blocking. It's actually a pretty good fight right here in terms of this. You're actually kind of loving this a little bit here. It's been a while since you've had a really good fight. But unfortunately, none of those hit.
All right. So I'll be still in combat if I move back to the left one time, right? Because I moved away from them.
This guy's on fire. He's not paying attention right here. But this guy here will get attack of opportunity on you because you're going to move out of his base.
Screw him. He can try to swing at me if he wants. I'll move
Okay.
back once.
All right. And actually, this guy over here as well, he'll have 2 attacks of opportunity on you. So we will just go ahead and do that.
He was facing the other way, so I
he still moved out of his base.
Jason, do one of those with disadvantage because of dog.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
he imposes disadvantage on the attack roll.
That's right.
Only to the one that's right next to him because it's only within 5 feet.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me on that. Thank you for that. All right, so that's with disadvantage. That is still going to hit, though. A 19 and a 16.
Well, poo.
But that is, oopsies, the other guy is going to miss. So only one hit, though, still, in general. So we're going to go ahead and roll for damage. And you take, 7 points, another 6 on that. Another 6. As again,
another 7 damage.
Yeah, you get jabbed right into to the side as you're hopping backwards, trying to guard and block all these blows. It's a lot of spears coming at you though, so it's definitely hard to block all of them. Okay, anything else you want to do?
I think that is pretty much all I can do. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I will end my turn.
Okay, Raze, you're up. What do you want to do? You see Ophidian just run back inside right now. He's he dips into the building currently, and then you see Les engaging what seems like 4 or 5 guards with spears.
Okay, I am going to move 5, 10. Am I able to see Ophidian?
Yeah. You see it right as like the door's closing. You see him in there. And Ophidian, what are you doing? Are you like just trying to catch your breath, or what? Are you doing?
I'm hurt pretty bad, and one Tia don't do straight up fights. It's not their thing.
Yeah. So so you see Ophidian just in there, just trying to recover.
So then I am going to cast Healing Word, targeting Ophidian and Les.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. But you're not going
7
to
points.
be thanking me for very long.
Now I cast Fireball at Les.
I say that because my verbal components for the spell this go around are flee, you fools. 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
All right. So Raze starts to dip out quickly. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Raze?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. As that's the end of your turn, it is the guard's turn now. So this guy here, who is poisoned, is not looking very happy, but he is going to turn. He's going to look for you, Ophidian. Ophidian, maybe just a stealth check to see if they noticed you running into that building here.
They may just believe he just.
Oh yeah. They noticed you here, so he's going to make his way into the building as well, and he sees you inside. He kind of opens the door and he looks at you. His eyes are like all bloodshot, and you can see the poison like coursing through his veins and everything else. He doesn't look happy. He looks like you've done a good amount of damage to him, but he does see you though, and so again. He is going to make his way in to attack, but poisoned is, I forget what the effect is on poison. It is,
I believe, -18 on your roll.
I'm pretty sure he just like
Disadvantage on attack
Hope
rolls and
he
ability
dies.
checks.
I think it's
Disadvantage.
just contagious to all other NPCs of the same type.
Yeah, this one's going to run in after his friend, and then this guy here. You didn't use the heat metal for more damage on this guy, correct? You use your bonus action to
Correct.
do healing word and that. Okay, so he's still trying to get his armor off because he is still in a lot of pain right now. So he is going to make a con save to see if he can get it off there. He really likes wearing his armor, is what he just does.
It was his dad's.
Yeah,
That's mental.
he really likes it, but yeah, he's hurting. This guy here is going to move in to again engage with you here, Les, and this guy here is going to do the same. So we're going to have some attack rolls here.
Yay!
So this guy is going to attack you, but he is going to have disadvantage because he is poisoned currently. So let's go ahead and roll that. That's a good thing he was disadvantaged on
Yeah.
that. That was
Good.
that was good that he was disadvantaged on that. This one is going to make regular attack though. Regular attack.
Yay!
With a natural one, I'm not even going to give them their second attacks. Not even going to give them that. They come in there and they kind of like buddy themselves into like the doors as they try to like jostle in as they're trying to get in there, and they're just trying to stab at you violently in a fury. And they just that entire thing, with the natural one and then disadvantage that they
Two Stooges it. It sounds like two coconuts hitting each other.
Nice guy.
Exactly. All right, this guy here is going to take 2 attacks against you, Les. So we are going to attack. That is.
Can I? Which one was it? Can I throw that the disadvantage one?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Disadvantage. Thank you. Let's roll again.
It's a reaction, so I can only do it once. But yeah.
It's reactions you only do it once, but it wasn't done this round though, right?
No, it was previous round.
Yeah. So we'll use that. We'll burn that disadvantage right now. So that's a miss on his attack here. He's going to take his second attack.
It was Dogaga.
And that's also a fail. This guy is going to take his 2 attacks at you, Les, and that is a 15, which is a miss.
Thankfully.
And age 12. So as you're blocking this one guy who's in front of you here, you're parrying the blades and you're swinging it around here as he's trying to jab in. This one guy behind you is like, I got an in, and he's about ready to swing his spear right into your neck, and then Dog just again comes over and like gets him on the leg and starts like pulling his off, and he just misses his attack opportunities. So Dog, great job on the reaction on that stuff here. Okay, that is the guard's turn. Rolex, you're up.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with humor with Dogaga. Remember, it's a medium-sized, domesticated-looking but metal cat, and I have now programmed him to say bark. And his name is Dogaga, so when he does this, he says bark.
Yeah. It's very confusing to the person who's trying to stab at Les. What is this cat barking for? Oh, God.
So now I'm going to shift my attack to the one to the south of Les. I want to help Les get out of the predicament he is in.
Absolutely.
Would I still be hidden enough from that guy?
Yeah. That guy wasn't looking for you here.
All right, let's go with that then.
But you would estimate that this guy, the drow creature, definitely knows where you're at now and knows where you're at.
And I was going to go for him, but I figure I want to help Les out first. A 16 hit the guard.
16 just misses the guard.
Well, then I guess an extra attack we'll have to do then.
Hey, did Ray's fire go off on that one dude from that armor?
No, it's still on there. He didn't have it continue to
How about
burn
19?
I thought it went for 9 turns.
It did, but I have to use a bonus action to cause the damage.
Okay.
Instead, I decided to heal you.
19 hits. Roll me damage, please.
Right on.
It is on the way for 8.
Ooh, where are you aiming for, Matt, right now?
I am just trying to really, because I know the force of the heavy crossbow. I'm trying to knock him away from Les, although I know typically it doesn't happen. I'm still just trying to hit his center to make sure I don't miss him, not aiming for any specific spot.
Okay, well, with that though, you do enough to again. You set this up. This guy already was clawed up a little bit here and took some damage. You fire this big bolt into this person here, and it just hits him center mass in the chest, and he gets knocked backwards, and he appears to be unconscious.
Fantastic. With that, I'm going to get Doug to move one space closer to Les, or nearer to me, I guess I would say, and just be ready for whatever comes next.
Excellent. I like it. Okay. All right. Very good. It is now this creature's turn here. This creature's looking around at everything here, and he breathes out. And Les, as you're blocking and parrying, you see one of the guards get knocked backwards, and there's a large, heavy bolt like in his chest. He's on the ground, looks to be out. The creature turns and he looks at you, and his eyes start to glow with a milky kind of white and like crackles of electricity.
Milk lubricant.
He points again his hand out here, and let me just go ahead and measure, make sure. Oopsies.
I duck.
That's my line.
So
there's 2 guards in front of me. I duck.
Yeah.
He's all right. So I need you, and I need Rolex to make me a dexterity saving throw. Rolex, you have advantage because you're technically behind cover right now.
All right.
All right.
Save. I almost went for a skill check.
Why am I
know.
such garbage?
Oh, that's a 19 for me.
Okay, that's that save. So Rolex, you wouldn't take any damage on this here, as the wall and the place that you're in, you're like looking out the door, and you duck your way back in. As his hand goes out, a bright blue mixed with black radiant black shimmering damage just flies out at you, and it's going to hit these guys here. They're going to make saves as well. I forgot to do that. 1 second. I'm sorry. Go ahead and make save. X, yes. Save X, yes. Oh yeah, they both fail. The blast goes out and it radiates through. And again, as it hits you less, you can feel this icy electric feeling course through your shoulder. It almost makes your arm go entirely numb, and it makes your arm drop almost to right there. You guys take. Let me go ahead here. Oopsies. No, cancel.
Here it comes.
No whoopsies.
400 damage.
Falling damage.
Dang it! I'm just gonna roll these ones here because I clicked the wrong thing. 1 second. It's not that. I
38 damage.
God. 20 minus 4.
And one of them's a crit.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, so it does worse. We should have taken the other one. Came down to it. Yeah, you take 40 points of damage less as
Oh my fucking God.
as you get hit. These 2 guards here are smoked though. Right now, they are out.
That's crazy.
As the creature, he says this as he finishes the exhalation, he drops his arms and they look heavy. It looks like it expended more energy and effort out of him, and it looks like he's taken some damage and life force out of himself to again get this thing hit on you guys. But yeah, the other 2 guards in front of you, they got hit squarely with this thing and they drop to the ground. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. He's going to get a save. Maybe he'll get out of being stuck. Let's see.
Wouldn't that suck?
19.
Oh,
19
no.
still does not save.
Whew.
The DC for Shyla's little device is a 20. So so she built it well. But so yeah, he is still just idle. Ophidian, you have two guards in front of you. What do you want to do, man?
Look, your so-called leader just killed a bunch of your men. I'm not your enemy. There's your true enemy out there.
Make me a perception check to see if you even saw that since you're inside and the door is shut.
All right.
There's only one place that lightning could have come from, because sure as fuck wasn't raised.
I'd say you heard what's going on there. You probably see some big flashes of light out there. So I would say, yeah, if you want to try to convince them that something bad happened, you can.
Okay.
So you just tell them, look at your boss. They just did that to your friends. Make me a persuasion check. Yeah, give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh,
Ugh. Crappy for me considering I have a plus 10.
Yeah, even with a plus
Yeah.
10, a 13
Wow.
does not do it. They kind of look at each other and they look back at you and go, "We're more afraid of her than we are of him than we are of you, friend." And they go,
Do I get to attack? I mean, I was just talking to him.
you could, absolutely. Yeah, that's a free.
I'm just going to poison spray both of them since they're within 10 feet.
Yeah, that's a free action from them. So yeah, that's a free
I'm
action.
like,
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling Ophidian the skunk.
Yeah. All right. So this guy's going to make his check with disadvantage because he's already poisoned. And that's a con
DC.
save again.
Yeah, DC 15. Con
DC.
save.
Okay, so this guy's gonna make with disadvantage, and that's a fail. And then this guy here is going to make it with a regular save, and that is a fail as well. So yeah, they're both considered poisoned. And actually,
17 points of damage.
this guy here, as the poison hits him again in the face, you can see him just kind of like drop to his knees, and he kind of like falls over, and he just like starts writhing in pain. It looks like he's having some sort of like muscle spasms and contractions and stuff, and he's out. This guy here, not out yet, but he definitely is poisoned at this moment.
And can I like escape out the back of this place, disengage, or?
You can disengage as you're looking around. This place is again massive, and it's a huge structure, so you can again try to find your way out. Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's Ophidian's turn. Let's go ahead to Les. You're up, man. You are just sizzling from the shock of
limping
this
along.
thing. And this
You're
creature, this creature is looking at you. What do you want to do?
I'll meet you again soon. I promise you. And I'll just, since no one else is alive around me, I'm going to head back towards the building we came in. I think that was like, what was that? Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's move.
Okay, you can use your action to dash if you want to get out of the building if you want.
Yeah, I'll dash and make sure Shayla and Rolex are right behind me and get my
Okay.
shield back.
Okay. All right. So that is its turn. Raise. Are you still just booking it out of there?
So I heard the lightning go off.
Yeah, you heard something go off. You don't know exactly what it was. You heard something go off.
What was I able to hear less? See you next episode.
Les, how loud did you yell that, Les?
Well, she would have been, 30 feet away, so he would have been yelling like quite loudly. Just
Okay.
like,
So that's it. Yeah, you heard
I'll
this.
see you next time. Promise.
Okay. Now here's the bigger question: was I able to hear Ophidian? I don't think so.
No. You wouldn't have heard
Okay.
Ophidian. You wouldn't have heard Ophidian.
Actually, is there like a side street or like an alley that'll let me like loop back around?
The buildings are massive and large. You're gonna have to go all the way up to one building and then head down and then come back. There is a way to do it, but it is going to take you some time.
Okay. Perfect. Actually,
Perfect.
I'm going to cast message.
Okay.
To
who?
Oh shit! I have to. Okay, it says I have to point my finger at them. Do I have to see them? It says you can go around stuff.
Yeah. Well, who you're doing it to is what I want to know.
I'm going to do it to Ophidian.
Okay. Ophidian is through some buildings here, but because you guys know each other and you've worked in the past, I'll say you can do it. You can cast message because you have that connection. But if it was another creature or something, you'd have to probably have line of sight if they never had a message come from you before. So yeah, with Ophidian, yeah, you can send a message.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be casting message to him, and I'm going to tell him, I'm coming back around. I can heal you. Don't die. And then
Ophidian.
I'm just gonna keep moving.
Yeah, Ophidian, you can respond to that message if you want to.
All right, I'm trying to go out the back of the building I went into. Because I think he saw me go into that building. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he healed you. He healed you through the door, and then he left.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I guess since Ophidian's response was generally friendly, I intended to like go around towards my right, like to the south, but I'll try to go north instead, so I can try and meet Ophidian on the way back.
Okay. All right. The guards are all dead, so there's nothing really they to do except for this guy. This guy's going to try to chase you out the doorway, but he's slower than you because he's technically poisoned right now, Ophidian. So we're not going to roll. He's just kind of like you're putting space between you and him, but you can still hear the footsteps behind you. But he's not in range to attack you though, with where he's at the moment. But you definitely have a pursuer, is what I want to go at. Rolex. You have less. Let's go. And he's like, come on, get out of there. What are you and Dogaga doing?
I'm going to call Dogaga back, and I'll just have him move back to where we are now. And seeing that Les is in some pretty darn rough shape, I'm going to offer him a Crimson Minotaur.
Hey, yeah. Heal 100 points of HP.
I'm going to throw another heroism out here, and I'm going to throw it at.
You knew I was too busy to die.
I'm going to throw it at Les, and it just. This is how I help the elf woman. It will keep you going for a minute, and boom, heroism at you.
Heroism, all right, I love it. You get, I believe it's 6 temporary hit points.
Yep. Let me cast it, and it'll show up. But you're actually immune to being frightened as well, by the way.
Yep.
But you gain temporary hit points to start, equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the beginning of each of your turns while the spell is going.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, in that case, then we're going to drop combat since no one's attacking each other right now. And I'm assuming, Rolex, you're just running with Les trying to heal him and get out of there, right?
Yeah. And I am aware I'm not healing. It's more just keep you on your feet for now because you look like you're in some pretty rough shape.
Okay.
Kitty.
All right. So, Ophidian, we're going to drop combat just for a second here. I need you to make me a stealth check to see if you can, again, get away from this person who's pursuing you. I'll give you advantage on it because he is slowing down because he is poisoned, but he is pursuing you right now.
Nice.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're able to duck and dive into some of the abandoned rooms and stuff, and you hear down the hallway him like, where did he go? And then you hear him like turn and head upstairs. And he's going in the opposite direction of where you're at. So for the time being, excellent, you are safe. Raze, as you make your way around and back out to, you're trying to come around to the opposite end of onto the other end of the structure, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way around and you make your way around the building and you turn the corner and you look out, you can see this creature here, because that's where you're wanting to be, like on this side of the map over here, right?
Originally, I was trying to go around there, but instead I'm going towards the north end, because that's the building that Ophidian was in, trying to get to. I'm trying to get to him so I can heal him.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then, as you make your way around that corner here, you turn the corner, and you will say, for the sake of expediency, with your message ability, you and Ophidian will sync up here, and you guys will be able to meet with each other. Now, Les and Rolex, you guys are heading back to the Ironfin Tavern to get Shayla and potentially the other people, or are you doing something else, Les and Rolex?
We were just getting in the building initially. Les was going to get Shayla to give him his shield back in case he needed to go back out there. He didn't know what was going on with the other guys. So they were just kind of lingering for, as far as Les was concerned, he was lingering a bit to see what was going to happen.
Okay. All right. So, Les, if you're lingering for just a little bit here, you and Rolex make me a perception check, please.
I can do that. Perceptione. Oh.
Okay.
I'm really focused on making sure Les is okay.
Yes, absolutely. Les, you turn and you look your way back down the hallway as Shayla's in there. She hands over your shield. But as you look back, you can see the drow creature off in the distance, way out the hallway and up on those boxes. You can see him moving its arms around and then chanting something. And as it does, it points its hand up at the sky, and black beams of light come down on the 3 guards. And as the 3 guards get hit by this black beam, we come and you see the end of the episode.
Oh no, not that, anything but that.
Oh, he called it down from the sky.
And stronger.
Yes, but so are you all. You guys will all level up after tonight, after this combat.
Really need it.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That was cool though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it may be the
For
first
sure.
combat I've been in as a player where I didn't take any damage.
I know. Rolex, the
Same.
Warforged machine,
Yeah.
not taking any damage right now. I love it.
Sniping like a boss.
Yeah, I like the way it worked out because his whole point is ranged damage. I mean, even
Yeah.
the spells I took are to get him back into a ranged situation with like expeditious retreat and other things like that. It's like it worked out. This is actually how I made it.
There we go. There we go. So we will
Very
level
cool.
up after this here. I'll let you guys know what level to go up to here after I do some mental arithmetic, and we will go from there. But you have met a villain, and we will see where this goes from here as you have tested out how tough they are, and they're pretty tough when it comes down to
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
All right, cool.
Right,
Another
yeah,
great
our
night.
grade.
Let's we can wrap this one up and we can all say bye.
Bye-bye.
See y'all later.
Ophidian
The
is
preceding
just
podcast was
questioning
brought
his
to you
life
by
choices.
Mojoyo.
Bye.
You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Rolex, I'm not feline very good.
Oh.